So I want to welcome you guys back. This is going to be a pretty heavily story-driven episode, a lot of dialogue and stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and say welcome. It's going to be a good one. This is actually, I think this might be like the turning point for the story. We'll have to see. But I love you guys. Thanks for all your support, and let's do this. So basically, I can't do anything right now. I got to be really cautious.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
Excuse me. Walked out of the
Here
den,
for Amari.
but
She's
never
downstairs.
Walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
I'm supposed to talk to her.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Let's go downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Here we go.
I take it this isn't a social call.
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Oh man. I feel like this is about to just... You can actually take all the stuff and it doesn't count against you.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Free holotape with this issue. The barbarian. That's the throwback to Conan right there.
The old CPU sharp.
Let me look around the area just because if I can just take stuff, why not? You know? I don't need a surgical tray by any means. I'll take purified water. I wonder if she has anything else. Look at this. Everything is just for the taking. And I'm so glad I looked back and found all this stuff. Oh, we should be good. He's just like sitting there chilling. Alright, let's do this. I want to say thank you guys for everything. I'm going to keep this show rolling. I don't know if this is a new video or what, but thank you for everything, and let's do this.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Just exploring the brain.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad.
Remember, you
That
are
cost her more than a
experiencing
few
these memories
beatings.
as Kellogg. This may
I never knew what
prove
happened to her
disorienting
after
at
I
first.
left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. I was such a dummy back then.
We
What
found
did I
that.
know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have.
I don't know if we're supposed to. I think we're like
Instead,
supposed to go through the
I
door
ended
right
up
here.
running away.
I think he's just gonna keep talking.
I told
Here we go.
myself I wanted to find somewhere
doesn't seem
out
to be
from
what
under
we're
the
looking
thumb of the
for.
NCR and all their rules.
There appears to be another
But really,
intact memory close to
I was
you
running
in
from the
temporary
guilt of not protecting her from Dad.
Try that one.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Pretty amazing how the stories like kind of come together. It's a lot different from Fallout 3, I'll say that.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Unless one of the DLCs for Fallout 3 had this, I don't remember ever seeing anything like this.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could,
We seem to be
maybe.
getting closer. Try this next one.
Sometimes the dialogue overlaps. That's even worse because it's like it just fucks with my head a little bit.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with... I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
Just find it. Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Alright, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
I was hoping to see where we could actually, like, which way they went with him. Obviously they left the vault, but, like, you know, where to after that?
Is that your son?
Wasn't my
This appears
idea
to
to
be a
settle
very
down
recent
with a
memory.
kid in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
So that was a heavily story-driven part. When we come back next time, I will go try to find Virgil and the glowing sea. What is that all about? We'll find out. Thank you guys so much for all your support. With that being said, take it easy.